Whether he's lighting up a stadium filled with 60,000 screaming fans or smiling warmly during a brief fan encounter on the street, one thing is certain: Jin of BTS is always glowing when he meets ARMYs. The eldest member of the world-renowned group has earned a reputation not just for his vocals and humor, but also for his unwavering cheerfulness, especially around the people he credits for giving his career meaning: ARMYs. During his recent solo world tour, which included sold-out concerts across Europe and Asia, fans couldn't help but notice how genuinely joyful Jin appeared before, during, and after every performance. "You could see it in his eyes," said one fan from Manchester who traveled to London for the concert. "The way he looked at the crowd, it was like he was seeing family." Jin himself has opened up about this multiple times in interviews and live streams. He's shared that meeting ARMYs in person, whether during concerts or casual interactions, reminds him of why he started this journey. "They give me energy," he once said. "Even when I'm exhausted, just hearing them call my name brings me back to life." According to sources close to his team, Jin goes out of his way to create authentic connections. He memorizes messages in different languages, studies fan letters, and even asks about the weather or how fans are feeling when meeting them backstage. He treats each encounter not as an obligation, but as an honor. At his recent concert in London, Jin took a moment on stage to thank UK ARMYs in particular. "I don't know how you waited this long, but your love is powerful. I felt it from the moment I landed here," he said, tearing up as fans held up banners that read, "You waited for us, so we waited for you." Jin's cheerful spirit isn't just an act for the cameras. According to crew members and stylists, he often sings in the dressing room, shares jokes with dancers, and personally thanks staff, making the entire tour atmosphere feel lighter. His happiness seems rooted in something deeper than fame or success, a profound gratitude for the connection he shares with his fans. It's that gratitude that keeps him smiling, even on days when his schedule is relentless. As one backup dancer put it, he's not just happy, he's joyful, and that joy comes from his heart. From ARMY. It's one thing to smile for the camera. It's another thing entirely to radiate genuine joy every time you see your fans. Jin of BTS doesn't just perform happiness, he loves it. Whether he's waving to thousands at a sold-out arena or bumping into a fan at a coffee shop, there's something unmistakably sincere about the way he lights up in those moments. But what's behind this consistent warmth? According to those close to him, Jin's connection to ARMY isn't just professional, it's deeply emotional. During interviews, Jin has often expressed how the love from ARMY fuels his energy, especially in moments of personal exhaustion or doubt. He has confessed that there were times during training, recovery, or late-night rehearsals when a simple fan letter or memory of past concerts gave him the push to keep going. Fans have noticed it, too. Whether it's London, Seoul, or Los Angeles, Jin's energy seems to increase the closer he gets to ARMY. During his recent tour, even backstage footage showed him beaming moments before walking out to greet fans. And after the show, he wasn't rushing to his hotel. He was waving to fans still lingering outside the venue. Jin once said during a live stream, "ARMY gives me more than I could ever give back." That humble gratitude is something he's carried for over a decade. Even when he was serving in the military, stories emerged of him being deeply moved by letters and messages sent by ARMY from around the world. There's also something particularly unique about Jin's personal philosophy. Unlike many celebrities who view fame as a burden, Jin seems to see it as a bridge, a way to connect. He doesn't just want to be seen. He wants to see the fans who've walked with him through every era. When fans cry at his concerts, Jin doesn't keep his distance. He notices. He gestures. Sometimes he cries with them. He said before, "If you cry because you love me, I want to comfort you, not make you feel alone." In the cold mechanics of fame, Jin remains a warm exception. A global superstar with sold-out tours, and yet he acts like he's the lucky one for having fans. So the next time you see him smiling on stage or stopping to wave at a crowd, know this: it's not just for show. Jin's joy isn't scripted. It's real, and it's rooted in the profound love he holds for the people who've believed in him every step of the way. Jin's cheerful attitude during fan interactions is not just a performance, it's a heartfelt reflection of his gratitude. Having once said that ARMY gave him a purpose during his toughest days, Jin considers every smile he shares a way to repay the endless support he has received. Whether it's waving at fans after a long rehearsal or staying behind after a show to sign autographs and blow kisses, his happiness is sincere and grounded in love. Those who've met Jin in person at high-touch events or fan meetings consistently say one thing: "He looked at me like I mattered." That's the Jin effect. He makes each ARMY feel seen. During concert moments when the lights dim and fans raise their phones like stars in the night sky, Jin often pauses just to take it in, to let it sink that thousands have gathered not just to see a performance, but to show love. And in return, Jin beams with that signature worldwide handsome smile, lifting everyone's spirits. His interactions are never rushed or robotic. Even in large crowds, he's known for pointing out individual signs, reacting to fan chants, or just making heart gestures while laughing. These little things add up, making fans feel part of something magical. Jin doesn't just perform for ARMY, he connects with them. That sincerity is what makes his joy so contagious and so meaningful. For Jin, the stage is where he expresses himself, but offstage, his personality is just as bright. Staff and fellow artists often describe him as someone who's naturally funny, warm, and eager to make others feel at ease. This carries over to every fan interaction, a lighthearted joke here, a quick dance move there, or simply asking fans if they've eaten, something he's done repeatedly during live broadcasts. And perhaps most touching of all, Jin once said he feels like ARMY raised him. From his debut days filled with nerves and inexperience to becoming a confident global artist, he credits fans for sticking by him, encouraging him, and growing with him. That emotional bond is the very reason he smiles so genuinely whenever he meets them. His happiness is rooted in their shared journey, and it shows that in the end, Jin's cheerfulness is more than an idol's professionalism. It's an emotional language. A thank you, a shared laugh, a quiet moment of connection in a loud stadium. For Jin, every fan interaction is precious, and that's why he meets each one with a heart full of joy and eyes that sparkle with sincerity. Jin's deep-seated connection with ARMY isn't just a marketing narrative, it's something he lives and breathes. When he smiles at the crowd, it's not for the cameras. When he waves endlessly after a performance, it's not scripted. And when he walks off the stage, bowing deeply to the fans in the back row who waited hours in the rain, it's not for applause, it's gratitude. Real, raw, emotional gratitude. In a now viral behind-the-scenes clip from his recent London show, Jin was seen backstage holding a handwritten letter from a fan. The staff offered him water, but Jin was too focused reading the note to notice. When asked about it later, he simply said, "They waited years to see us. I can at least give them 5 minutes of my heart." This attitude is not new to Jin. From his earliest days, he's always insisted that ARMY isn't just a fan base, it's a part of his life. It's why he remembers faces from past fan meetings. It's why he insists on speaking multiple languages on tour, even when it's difficult. And it's why, after long flights and sleepless nights, he still greets fans at airports with a full-hearted smile. The sincerity shows in little moments, like when he crouched down to hug a child holding a BT21 doll, or when he gently asked staff to bring an umbrella to a fan in a wheelchair waiting by the gate. None of these were on camera. They weren't meant to be seen. But fans talk. Word spreads. And Jin's legend continues to grow, not just as a performer, but as a deeply kind human being. In interviews, he often downplays the idol title. "I'm just your Hyung, your friend, your Jin," he says. But to ARMY around the world, especially those who've seen him up close, Jin is more than that. He is comfort. He is joy. He is a reminder that kindness can survive the glare of fame. As BTS continues to evolve and explore individual paths, Jin's solo journey has offered a pure reflection of his character. Whether on massive stages in London or quiet corners of fan sign events, his cheerful energy isn't just for show. It's a mirror of how deeply he values the people who've walked this road with him. And if you ever wonder whether Jin truly sees ARMY, not just as an audience, but as his people, just wait until the next time he bows, hand over heart, eyes misty, and says with unwavering clarity, "You gave me this life, so I'll never stop smiling for you."